Hey guys, it's Brent. Thought I would play a 15-minute game for you guys today. I am here on Chess Cube. My speakers are acting a little shoddy today, so hopefully they'll stay online, but if not, then we'll just have to see how it goes. So we've got a French defense here, and he played knight c3. I have a few options. The most common is to play knight to f6, but I think I'll go in for a Winawer. Now, this is another common move. So theory so far, the idea of the bishop move was that I was putting pressure on e4 by pinning the knight, and now I strike out at the c4 square, and this is, let's see, this is all theory so far. Now I have to take. And there's a few options, but I like to play this black queen blues, so to speak, line with queen a4, queen a5 to queen a4, putting pressure on the d4 point. And let's see, this is all theory. Rook b1. Yeah, the idea of that move is to threaten bishop to b5 check, picking up the queen, obviously. I think I have to play c4 here to stop the bishop from coming to b5 with check. So standard development moves. So I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here. Should I play? Probably knight c6 is okay. And he's blitzing out the moves here. Bishop e2. I guess I can play should I take the pawn on a3? He's offering it to me still. I forgot about that. He is offering me that pawn. Whatever, I'll just take it. Why not? So he's just getting on with his development here, so I will do the same. The problem is, at the moment, I hope I'm not running out of squares for my queen. Rook a1. I have to be careful that my queen doesn't get trapped via, yeah. So my only option now is to go queen b2. I guess he can just push my queen around if he really wants a draw or something. That would be sort of sad, but I don't have much of a choice. Oh, he's going for knight to g4 now. Can I just castle? Yeah. Castling is probably okay here. At any point at the moment he can... Okay, he's not interested in chasing my queen around. So let's get this knight into f5. It's a good square for the knight. And it also gives my queen a line of retreat back to e7, which is good. Let's just take a moment to chase this knight out of here. How's my time? Doing okay on the time. Yeah, this knight now has to go back to not a good square, h3. I guess he could come into f4, but let's do this. Let's just play b7, b6, so I can develop this bishop. Yeah, he wants to bring it back to f4. That's understandable. I don't know. I don't think going to a6 is necessarily a good idea, or to b7, so I'll just stick the bishop here. This was just so I could, so the rook wouldn't be threatening the pawn. g4. That's an interesting move. Very weakening. Very, very weakening. Back to e7. That would trap the queen. Knight to h4. Knight h4. Bishop to G1. Oh, wait a minute. Can I play knight takes d4? Knight takes d4, pawn takes d4, knight takes d4, attacking the queen and the bishop, and then the queen on a4 is also attacking the bishop. So this is nice. I think that's right. Yeah. I don't see a refutation to that. So I can just pick up a couple pawns here, or at least one pawn. I suppose he can play bishop. Yeah, he can't attack my queen because Knight takes f3, check. King g2, queen takes e3. Well, I'm just winning a ton of stuff here. Yeah, I mean this is very, very nice. And yeah, I'll just grab on e5. Why not? I'm up 4 pawns. I mean, that knight move was very nice. I'm also attacking the g4 pawn. So okay, he decides to try to hang on to it that way. Yeah, I mean, my long-term plan, quote-unquote, long-term, is going to just be to push these pawns down the board, obviously. So, what's the best way to do that? He does have pressure on the B pawn, unfortunately, so I can't just run the A pawn up the board. That would be nice. Maybe I should reposition this knight. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try to reposition this knight and then play d4. And try to get this center moving. c3. Yeah, he doesn't want me to play d4. I could try to get the knight into b3. That would be awesome. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try to get this knight into b3 where it's covering the a8 square. And then I'll work on pushing the a pawn up the board eventually. So I'll be able to stick this knight onto d3, and he'll never be able to remove it without giving up. You know, he'll have to give his knight for it, and any trade, of course, is just good for me in this position. So I have no idea why he's even bothering to play at this point, but you know, what are you going to do? So let's see what he comes up with here. I can offer no suggestion at all. My plan is going to be knight to b3, and then b5, and then a5, and just try to run the a pawn up the board. And it's going to be really, really tough for him to stop. It's just a really great position. Well, I hope he's not going to be one of those people who lets the time run down completely in a totally lost position. He hasn't tried to chat me or anything here. I can take a brief. Let's take a brief look at that tactic again. Yeah, it was fortunate for me to spot that tactic because I'd be in trouble if I didn't have this. I mean, I could go knight to h4, but knight to e7 runs headlong into knight e7, rook a1, queen. Well, maybe not. Queen to b2, rook b1, queen takes c. Queen takes c3. Maybe I can survive that, but it looks pretty dangerous for my queen. I don't know. Hard to say. So yeah, just after g4, this tactic was nice, worked out in my favor. So just win. Oh, okay, this guy seems like he's just going to be a super dick about this. So what I'm gonna do is obviously return and unpause it, and if he doesn't, then I'll just unpause it anyway and do a brief reset here.